Welcome to another edition of the Godless Anti-Theist. I was looking on the internet at my Amazon associate site, and I found this album by Robert Crenshaw called Atheist Christmas. It's an album with, looks like 3 or 4 songs on it. And the first one is Atheist Christmas. So Amazon has samples of the songs. So I thought I'd play them for you and put a link to the album on in the show notes as we take back Christmas from the superstitious. Here's a sample of the first song. It's called Atheist Christmas.
Santa Claus, so I'm having an atheist Christmas. It may sound crazy, but so, I hope to find myself in a moment of pure bliss under the mistletoe, with beautiful lights and snow.
The second one is 23.5 degrees. Here's a sample of that song.
The chill to the winter's freeze, 23.5 degrees, as the years mark another round of a journey around the sun, and people try to find some truth. They come across a little truth.
And then there's number 3, Breakdown in the Passing Lane.
Breakdown in the passing lane. Working stiffs, driving through a heavy fog, faster than a bullet train. Ran into the back of that abandoned car with.
And then there's number 4, Don't Let It Bring You Down. Here's a sample.
Dead man lying on the side of the road with the daylight in his eyes. Don't let it bring you down. It's only castles burning. Find someone who's turning, and you will come around. Blind man running through the light.
I think we've heard that song somewhere. Don't Let It Bring You Down. Hey, learn something new every day. So there they are, the 4 songs. The link will be in the show notes. This is a special time of year. Our ancestors had it rough going into winter. That they knew that some of their loved ones will get ill. Some of their loved ones will be succumb to disease. They're young, they're old, they're middle-aged. It was a rough time of year, and it had to be gotten through. As I've said in another netcast, they didn't have 24-hour grocery stores. They didn't heat their homes with central air. We have a lot of scientific technology today. And so this time of year, give a thought to your ancestors who just muddled through and survived. And because your ancestors survived, you are here today. And if you're looking for some meaning in your life, remember your ancestors 1,000 years ago. They didn't know that you were going to be born. You didn't know you were going to be born, and they didn't know that you were going to be born. But they knew that they wanted to survive so that some of their future generations would and could and hopefully have a better life. And I think as far as surviving, we have a better life today. And we need to remember our ancestors and their struggle and to give them thanks and be grateful that they were alive. You know, if everyone committed suicide, there wouldn't be anyone here. So their struggle, they used the meaning of life. That is life itself. It's wonderful to be alive, and it's wonderful to share this life with others, even if you don't know who they're going to be someday. You see, 1,000 years ago, your ancestors didn't know you by name, but through their struggles and the survival, you are here. And 1,000 years from now, hopefully, your ancestors will be sitting around doing what they do 1,000 years from now. And they'll look back, and during November and December, they'll give a few silent moments during this time to be thankful and grateful that you not only lived your life and were alive in this world, but that you shared your life with others, not just friends, not just current relatives, not just co-workers and neighbors, but you shared your life with your children, and your children passed that sharing on to their children. And that's what our ancestors did, and that's why we're here today, and that's what we should do. Because future generations are counting on us to enjoy our lives and to pass that enjoyment of life on to future generations. And we're all related. We're all Homo sapiens. We're all human beings. So I have a daughter, and if she doesn't have any children, that doesn't mean I should give up on the future, because I have a vested interest in your children, because we are related. We are the same species. We are the same heart and mind. We are together. And I want your children and your children's children to enjoy life. And I want to share that enjoyment with your children and their children's children. And even if I didn't have a direct line to the future, well, first of all, my sister has 2 children, so they are like my own. They had the same genetic components that my child has. A part of me is in my sister's children, and that will get passed into the future. But But even if you are the end of the line for your family, you and I are a part of a bigger family, the family of humanity. So let's be grateful and thankful to our ancestors for maintaining the struggle, for working to have a better day for all. Be careful out there. There's a lot of superstitious people in the world. And what I just described to you, that's not enough for them. Just to love people. They have another agenda and using love as a means to get there. I have no agenda. I want you to think for yourself, be yourself. That is my seasonal thought. Take care.